So I am looking at a property that I want to go over numbers with you all, and I'm going to be running random numbers. So I have a property at, and I'm going to show you here, the address is 736 West Rittenhouse, and it is on the market. Once this pulls up, what I'm going to be looking at is, first thing is I'm going to look at 1,271 square feet, right? I just want to keep that in the back of my mind, 1,1200. And then I'm going to come down here to the actual subdivision. I'm going to copy, paste this over here, right here, into this area. And I'm going to get the zip code, which is 77091. And I'm going to see the results. I have two of them. I have Melrose Gardens. This is the actual subject property, because remember, these are actually on the market. This one sold for $145. What I do is I come over here, take a look at it, see what it looks like, see what the updates are. Still needs some work, probably needs a new roof, kind of small, awkward space. I looked at the subject property, and this one needs probably a ton of work, and it does. As you can see, bathrooms, everything pretty much needs to be done to it. It's still a little bit awkward space, probably a little bit better than the other one. It needs a new roof, it needs new fascia, new soffits, new siding in a few places. Paint inside and out. The electrical panel looks good. Looks like it might need a new AC unit. And I'm just kind of remembering all these things as I'm going through the property. I'm probably, me personally, I'm going to stick maybe at $30 a square foot. I know it may seem a little high, but doing a property like this can run up cost pretty quickly. So I'm about 38,000. I'm just going to call it 40,000 to fix up. Right now it's at 154. I have a sold property here at 145. It's almost about the same square footage. Since it's the only one that I have to go off of, I'm more than likely going to say at 145. I can already tell you right now this is not going to be a deal. But the offer that I would make on this property is going to be 145, and then minus about 40, it's about $73,000. So the offer will go into this property here on Rittenhouse Road for $73,000, and it looks like even the one that did sell stayed on the market for 265 days. I call that a huge loss. Not something that I want to do in the first place. Even if they took the 73, I would seriously consider it, but more than likely probably going to offer a little less than that. It'd be about 65. So that's what I do. We'll go to another one. And this one is going to be, I'm going to write this down, 145. Okay, so let's go to the next one. 8416 Livingston Street. 416 Livingston Street, 77051. And what I'm going to do here is I'm going to look at this property. These are properties that I already picked prior to showing you these things. What I'm going to do is, again, I'm going to remember the 1,200 square feet, 1200. I'm going to come on down. Don't care about none of this. Come down to Sunnyside Place. I'm going to copy it. Go back over here to here. And I'm going to go to search classic single. I'm going to choose sold, pending, to continue to show, option pending. I'm going to put in that subdivision. I'm also going to put in the zip code, which is 77051. And I'm going to see the results. And I have a bunch of them here. I'm going to change this to 100. And that will just put it all on one page. The first thing that I do when I get to a property like this is, of course, it by default it's active, pending, and then solds. I really don't care right now what that is, but I will do it by square footage. And the reason why I do this is because I want to get a quick understanding of what they're selling for overall, based on that square footage. So the square footage of the subject property is 1247. I'm going to come on down here. This is, of course, the one that is the subject property. I'm going to look, within a 200 square feet, maybe 300 square feet difference. I like to try to keep it really close though. So 1247, I'm going to look at this. I see a 230 right here. I see a 149. This one probably needs more work than this one. Since there's a huge difference here, I normally just glance over here to make sure that this is not a new construction, new build. It is not. It's 1955. I am going to take a look at this one for 269, but it is built in 2004. It is pending. Right now, it looks like this one is selling for 230, or it actually already sold. It was 161 days on the market, which is not good at all for me. But let's take a look and see what it looks like. Okay, so it looks like a flipper came in here, redid the house, redid a bunch of stuff, did an okay, decent job. I wouldn't have done it like this, but it worked. So that's all that really matters right now, at least, until we get a little bit deeper and advanced. But right now, also I'm looking at the lot size just to confirm it's 5,000. This one's 5,000. I'm just kind of doing a comparison. It's a 3.2, 3.2. So yeah, right now, as it sits right now, I'm at the 230. I can definitely sell it for 230. But then I'm going to also look down here at the other properties. And what I'm doing right now is taking a look at everything right now. If I add an addition for 50 grand, let's say, how much more am I going to get out of it, right? I'm going to add, I'm going to have to add down here another 1,000 square feet for 50 grand to make another 100,000, 120,000. It might be something that I need to look into, right? So now I'm going to do, let's look at this 308 for 1,900 square feet. So that means I'm going to add on around 700 square feet. I'm going to look at the sold. I'm going to see what it looks like. It's a new property. I'm just going to get out of that right now. I didn't notice that until now. But these are all new. I'm going to stay away from these. When I see new construction, if I see something new construction in the same square footage, for me, I automatically deduct 20% from that sales price if we're in the same square footage. I will do that. When it's different, we'll get into that later. So right now, I'm anywhere from 225 to 230, 226. I'm going back and forth. I'm going to say at 225 is the number that I'm going to put on this house. And I'm just doing a quick comp right now. And let me see what I can offer on this property. Let's look at the subject property to see how much it's needing. So I'm going to put a number of, and this is a quick comp, right? If we can get to the number on the rehab, I'm probably going to say, let's use $30 again. So let's use the $30 times 1247. 30 times 1247 is 37,000. I'm going to say 40 grand in rehab. Remember that number was 225 times 78% right now, at least, minus my 40. I'm at 135 max on this property. This is something that not too far off. So 135, I'm probably going to offer 130, and the only reason being is because I want to build that cushion, right? And sometimes I'll even go 125 because I know that they may negotiate, they may come back and say, well, you know, we want 15 more or whatever. I'm going to say, no, I mean, I can go 5 and that's it. That's what I like to do. That's how I like to negotiate. So yeah, I'm at 130 on this property as my offer, putting no more than 40 grand into it. I'm going to sell it at 225. And I do this all day long. I can run comps. Some of them take, I mean, of course, this one has a bunch of comps that I can go off of, right? But for the most part, and by the way, I'm also, while I'm in here, I'm also going to look at these cheaper properties up here to see if there's something even better. This one's at 159. It's active. It's 1152. Not much of a difference. 3.2, 14 days in the market. I'm going to take a look at it to see if there's anything better in this neighborhood that I can actually purchase as well. Or instead of the subject property that we were looking up earlier. This one needs less work and they're selling it for a little less. Of course, it's a little less square footage, but it may be something that I can offer again. The other one was 130. This one with the smaller square footage, I might offer 125. So it's just a quick way, and when you do this, you control the market. You buy 2 houses in the same neighborhood, you kind of control what they're being sold for. So I like to see what I can get my hands on in the same neighborhood. This one's 178, which is cost a lot more or a little bit more than the others, but I want to also see what it looks like, and it's less square footage. This one's probably going to be a no, unless he's willing to negotiate, even less. So I'm at 120. This guy's trying to sell the property for way too much. Let's look at this 1,000 square feet. Hopefully that square footage is wrong. Needs a lot of work. I can already see it. They didn't even want to post the pics. You can already tell looking at the house, the foundation's probably way off. So, you know, just figure 10 grand, even though it's probably only going to cost me 7. I mean, just figure 10. This one, 100, you know, this is 200 square feet less than the subject property that I was looking at, the original one. And that original one was at 130 a square foot. But by the time I made that offer of 135, I guess you could say, it was about 117 a square foot. So I'm probably going to be you know, it might be a deal right here actually, because I mean, I could probably get away with maybe 60, 70,000. So let's see, 117, 999, yeah, 117. So yeah, I mean, this could possibly be a deal right here, but I'm going to look more into it. But anyways, I'm Daniel, Flipping Reality Homes, 832-641-2497. Let me know if you got any questions.